Good morning. So, 25th then of January 2026. The sun is in Aquarius. The moon is in Aries, or it was at the time of me doing this. The song is, I've got flowers and I've got We Can Get Together. That's it, and a melody. Found it. North Node, it's important then. Standing in your truth, Taurus, your value, your worth, or what you value. And 10th house of ambition and career, Capricorn. So, 10th house, what have we got in 10th house at the minute? Capricorn is in its own house. And the North Node is in Pisces. So, let's have a look then. We're looking for the Chariot, which is the yin to your yang. It's vehicles, either the body or a car, any vehicle. Mostly a red one, so it can be emergency vehicles. It's about teamwork, it's about pulling in the same direction, it's about travel. So let's see. It's also the home and family life because it represents Cancer, 4th house. I hope you're all staying warm. This is the first part, it's very important. We've gone off track. I hope you're all staying warm. I hope Elaine, Kristen, you're staying safe. I don't know if it's hitting you or not. April, let me know. But this storm's worrying me a little bit for you lot. So don't do anything stupid. Don't take any unnecessary risks. We don't need that. Thank you. You know what you're like, Kristen. If it's any accident's going to happen, it usually is yours. Let's see. So travel is indicated. I don't want you going out in this weather unless you have to. Please, if you don't mind. Let's see. So, delays in travel across water. Baggage of the past. You're taking the baggage of the past with you. It will sink your ship, so don't do it. We've got to try and move on. We're feeling stuck. 6 weeks. There's the travel, ending a chapter, beginning a new one. The fixed signs of Taurus, Leo, Scorpio and Aquarius will find it hardest. We've got Taurus in the dice. So we need to move on. We need to bring this cycle to a close. This is inheritances. This is the internet. This is jewellery, specifically pearls sometimes. And the number 72. It's the cosmic egg. It's where we end something so that we can begin the new chapter. Because we are codependent, or somebody is codependent on us. We are not standing on our own 2 feet. We are not independent. We need independence there. This is March the 1st. There'll be no peace until this is sorted. Reliant on someone else or someone else reliant on you. So no freedom there. 9 years. Secrets are coming out. The daughter's there again. So we've got Bob and Dean. We've got the letters B and J in spirit. We've got Marcia, Elaine, Kelly, Destiny Rose. Destiny is in the dice. Esme Lee. And Beth and Alice. All names I can associate with that. Maybe for you something different. The 21 is positive, 2 and 29 is positive. Also George. But there is lies, deceit and theft here. So we keep getting the major arcana as a positive. The underlying issue though is this minor arcanas where there's lies, deceit and theft. So when we end that chapter, we begin a new one, 22. Richard, Katie and Zoe. We have to be prepared to take a risk, jump off that cliff and make our wings on the way down. So this is supposed to be a new adventure. You're supposed to be happy about it. But because of whatever this situation is, you can't be. So feel the fear and do it anyway, because you don't want it to hold you back. This is the Lord Mayor of London story. Go back. Every time I've done it in the past, it is. I might do a little video explaining the stories of the cards, the ones that I attach to the cards. I don't know yet. So Dick Whittington, which is why we get the Richard. He went to London, Puss in Boots, so something about the cat in the boots. He couldn't return, even though what he expected wasn't there. So don't expect things to be how you want them to be, because he would be seen as a fool for taking that risk. So he stayed and he persevered and eventually got more than he even dreamed of. But somebody's gone off track here. So 7:25, today we're not on track. But we are protected by this older man, possibly dark-haired, possibly grey now, Gemini, Libra, Aquarius energy, but above all, it's somebody of clear mind, a professional type man who gives good advice. Could be a doctor, a spiritual leader, or a lawyer, a priest. This is Archangel Michael, so the name Michael, the name Mia, protection. And that's what she is doing. She's protecting herself financially, emotionally, spiritually, mentally, or physically. She's putting that force field up so that no negativity can come into her field. So all the major arcana except today's, which is neutral, are positive so far. But there's not a lot of information. We've got a father and a child there of the same suit. So, hostages released, somebody coming back from the gates of hell. Possibly a child or an immature person who is confused of mind. It may even be mental illness. And keep getting that, don't we? Yeah, children could be a problem, or your childhood, so something triggering you about the present that comes from your childhood, the baggage of the past. It could be issues with your children, your siblings, or yourself when you was a child. It is something returning from the past, or someone that is negative. So it could be childhood trauma or recent trauma. It could be child abuse for some. Yeah, you are stronger than you know. You must have courage. Any power struggles, you are more than capable of taming that beast, whether it be someone trying to control you or the beast within you that you need to control. 8 or 26, positive energy. Ian, Penny, David, absolutely wonderful energy. The heart and back. And then we can move on. So now we've repeated the first card. We've got the whole story in those cards. Not a lot though, that's why we do the extras, because this again is a minor arcana. The 6 weeks, 6 months, travel across water will eventually happen. So whatever this delay is, or whatever this problem is, then, or this lack of teamwork, in 6 weeks you'll be able to move on. There could be mechanical problems with the car, or issues with your body, health-wise, speeding tickets, parking fines. Be careful when reversing. Emergency vehicles may be important right now. Yeah, an injustice has taken place. That 11 is always with the High Priestess. I mean, even in numerology, the Roman numerals says 11. It is 2 and 29. So, Casey and Daniel, I refer to that one, but it is Libra. So it's open enemies, it's legal cases, it's problems with the lines and the marital home. Yeah. So This hasn't come to a conclusion yet because you need to bring it to a conclusion. The 21, again, it's not over till the fat lady sings. You can't start your future till that's over. And that'll be when today's cards come out in this read, so it's more than important now. We get back on track, we take back control of our lives, and we move forwards. Travel across land. 7 or 25. So Mia, again, leaving the past behind and going on to a brighter future. The Home and Family Life card. There is love but no commitment here, and there has been sacrifices. Somebody playing the martyr or the victim, it isn't going to work anymore. And the past is very important. So we've got 5 or 6 months, so it could be as little as 5 or 6 months ago, or the past 5 or 6 months, but you've got to stop crying over spilt milk, suck it up, buttercup, build a bridge and get over it, because the future is brighter than you know. There is, however, our friend the drama queen, and again it's the Leo, so you may be battling a Leo energy in your chart or theirs, or in the current chart. This is the drama queen of any gender. She's screams and screams and screams until she's sick if she doesn't get what she wants. But she won't take any action to stop it. So, the names Violet, Elizabeth, William, Dennis, Bonnie, Langford, Waterman, and also the flowers violets. Now, so we've got some energies here. Let's see what the chart says. We've got Cancer in Jupiter. We've got Cancer in the IC. And Cancer is in the 4th and 5th house. So, I wasn't even aware we could do that. So let's see then. What else have we got? Libra is important. That's in the DC, descendant, I think. And it is in the 7th house, so it's in its own house. And Leo is in the 6th house of health, so the heart and back. Strength of character, strength of body, mind and spirit. So we've got a lot of major arcana in here, and all but two, positive. And some of them right themselves anyway. But this is an injustice that needs to be put right, I believe. Baggage of the past. Yeah, number 10 is negative. The Wheel of Fate is turning against us or these people that cause this injustice. But we've also got the 10th and 11th, and that may be this February coming up, 10th and 11th. It could be from the 8th because we've got the 8th there as well, haven't we? Yeah. The door to your future is closed to you until you prove yourself worthy. Taurus in the dice. Oscar could be an important name, and Jacqueline. Now we have the 14. Tony, Philip, Sagittarius, hips and thighs, weight gain, weight loss. It is about patience. It is about being battered and battered and battered and learning a hard lesson, coming out stronger on the other side. So you have achieved that. Now, you do not to relearn this lesson of the past. So don't go through it again. Universities, study, foreign shores. 14. 6 and 24, that's an injustice. Kristen, I'm worried now. So we've got Emily, Kristen, Catherine, Susan, Aidan, Josh and Lauren, Adam, Eve and Lily, and the Garden of Eden. Something is not right, or someone made a wrong choice, or doesn't want to make the choices needed. Yeah, there is something here that while it was stopped at conception, so it didn't happen, it could well be a celebration called off or a termination of a pregnancy. There's something here that's been stopped because of the past, because of what happened in the past. Your attention was elsewhere, and that started the fire. The past is over, the future is not promised. It's time to live in the now. There we have the mother energy, abundance, Taurus, Venus, the boar. I was born in the year of the boar or the pig. That is mother and daughter there, Persephone and Demeter. For some, it could be a pregnancy. For others, she doesn't look pregnant in this one. It's agriculture. It's growing things. It's growing through pain. It's the possible merging of two families. It's about the teamwork. But there will need to be sacrifices. And some don't want to make that sacrifice. So it's also about finances, growing, growth of any kind. It's May 31st, November the 11th, Remembrance Day of the military. And this is finding your tribe. Those who think like you, do like you, fit is the missing puzzle pieces. Those that give back when you give out. 6 years. So there are those who see when they're shown, and those who will never see. We have to sever ties with those that will never see things from our point of view, I'm afraid. Where's that gone? Why have I not lent that so it looks like we're missing a card. No, we are. Yes, we are. Yeah, so it is still there. And then we've got the strength again. We are strong enough to stand up to these people that are trying to control us. Again, the 11, but this time in the positive. So we can right any wrong if we choose to. When we do, we will be able to go through to a better, brighter future. That is beautiful. So it's facing the North Node, which is taking back the reins, following your North Star, your true life purpose, your destiny. 10. The 10th house is the knees, the bones, the teeth, the workplace, the dentist, home, government buildings, law courts. Colours red and white. The outer environment, your public life, your social status, your ambition. And that is social status going from low to high with the purchase of that new car or new team. It gets better. So, and recognition possibly from authority figures or to authority figures. This is where we want to make our mark on the world, and he certainly did. He wanted to be, he thought the streets of London were paved with gold. It's whether you've got the motivation or the lack of it. The lack of it. What have we got? North Road. The 10th house is one of parental houses as well. We've got the mother there. In the past, it was associated with the father, but more recently, because of the way families have developed, the role of the mother is socially conditioning. The child is recognised. So your relationship with your mother may have a bearing on what's going on. It's who has the most influence over you. And that will shape your future. So, North Node then. This is what must be done. So you can avoid it as much as you want, but eventually it's got to be done. Because because it's your true path. And we must remember that we panic when we're about to go on a new journey, and we sometimes put it off and say, better the devil I know, and stay in something or somewhere you don't want to be because it's comfortable. But Spirit don't want you to do that. They want you to learn those lessons, take only the positive with you, and move on. So, in Taurus, the path of inner security, the soul is learning the strength that comes from awareness of self. So self-awareness, there's the strength. Self-worth. As an immortal soul on a human journey, this is the only security that can be taken out of life at death. So you can't take it with you. So why are you struggling so hard? And 10th house, the soul's task is to develop an inner and outer authority to find success through career. So you are your own boss, basically. It's your life. You decide how it goes. Yeah, and there it is, the 29th. Something holds the key to what you desire, your heart. The heart is, chakra is what we're talking about. Somebody may be suffering with problems with the heart, or maybe pretending to suffer with problems with the heart to blackmail you into staying in a situation. 29, it's about connection, love and receiving. And we've got no love in this, apart from a small amount there, but there's no commitment. So this is about connecting to those who truly love you for who you are and being open to receive it, because your heart is locked. So 29. Your heart center is where you connect to your external environment, which is the 10th house. It is no wonder that we associate the center as green, just as nature shows itself to us, which is the Mother Energy, Mother Earth. Are you looking for love, wondering when you will find your life partner? Ask yourself how good you are at receiving. Are you open? Do you take compliments well? Do you ask for help when it's needed and say yes when it's offered? Not so easily. Receiving is part of having an open heart centre. We must always be open to receiving if we're asking for something to come into our lives. There are many reasons why we close our heart centre down, and mainly it's due to being hurt. It may be emotionally, spiritually, physically hurt by another. We close ourselves off to people as a form of self-preservation, and by doing so, close ourselves off to receiving. It's okay to open your heart again. It's okay to be vulnerable. We just need to learn from past lessons and move forward with an open heart, which is what we said, learning from past lessons. And an open mind. Where can you learn to love yourself again? Where can you learn to love your surroundings? Work with the energy requires you to have an open heart. It requires you to be full of love for everything around you. The trees, the land, the animals. It requires sincerity, honesty and respect. When it comes with an open heart full of love, you will be given access to the other realms. So once you open your heart again, that doorway will be open too. You will be given access to the other realms where so much more is waiting for you. Absolutely beautiful. And there is the unfaithful wife, because she's upside down. But she's usually classed as a faithful wife, Frigg. But when we're upside down, we know it's negative, don't we? Scandinavian goddess of wifely diversion. So she's blaming the husband, because it says silence, wisdom, diversion, resourcefulness, female cunning. That's what I'm seeing. And independence. So somebody can't be independent, but they want to be. Despite being married to a rather ghastly Odin, Odin's Day, king of the gods, so married to a man who she thinks is ghastly, famous for his extramarital exploits. So are they both at it? Because there's a separation there. They're not together in that sense, only in the financial sense. She counsels you to make certain sure of your facts before you speak or act. So no lies, don't repeat people's lies just because you believe them. You've got to stick to the facts, because there's the lies, deceit and theft. Be very careful what you say and do. So like I said, someone may be accusing their partner of infidelity, and usually they're the ones that are doing it. Or someone accuses someone of stealing, when usually it's them that's doing it. It all depends, because there's been an injustice here. Make certain sure of your facts before you open your mouth. Frigg also signifies the grace of forgiving. Forgiveness is not for them, it's for you, so that the poison doesn't poison you from the inside. An ability to love someone and accept their faults, but to be able to look after yourself without over-dependence, which that is, and the actions of another. It also counsels you to be steadfast. Devotion and patience, there's the patience again, are qualities that can make for the success of relationships or projects. Frigg supports you in developing these qualities in yourself. So stand on your own 2 feet, because these people are doing nothing but dragging you down and making you believe it's your fault. Now, if you already knew that, then you're probably the one causing the problem. If you didn't, you're probably the one that isn't. It's the blame and shame game. Stop lying to yourself and realise that you will not get what you want until you do the right thing. So, steady. There's the bar. So, like we said, that's abundance, that is Venus, that is Demeter, that is Mother Earth. But in that, it is, so Venus is also in the negative venereal disease, so STDs could be very, yeah. And we've got the 18. So lack of confidence, lack of self-worth. Stop. If you're one of those people that has no ego, that has no self-worth, then you're probably the one that the injustice has occurred against. So 18. There we go. With their winding vines and large, heavily seeded fruits, pumpkins signify abundance, health and resilience. And sometimes the pumpkins are on Demeter's card, the Empress's card. Meanwhile, the fierce and intelligent boar is known for its sharp tusks and aggressive movements. A bit like Archangel Michael there, he's sharp and intelligent. Combined, the boar and the pumpkin embody self-assurance, and that's what you need. Stand up for yourself. It is in the reverse, so your fearlessness may lead you to dangerous territory. Take a step back and reassess. you can remain confident while taking time to be scrupulous. So, if somebody's getting hurt, usually means they're up to no good. You've got to make sure that everybody else is in the right place before you go rushing ahead. What accomplishments are you proud of, and how can you improve your confidence and sense of self-worth? And I would say for some of you, you need to rein it in as well, because you're too far full of yourself. So you'll know which side of this you land on, and what you need to do to improve your situation. Either stand up for yourself or rein yourself in if you're trying to control others, because that's not your job. You don't have to chase anyone. Whatever's yours will always be yours. So take back control of your life, get back on track. That's what they want you to do. Thanks for listening. I'll speak soon. I'll try and find the song you get written up. Speak soon. Bye bye.